When you walk into Sound City, you either love it or hate it.
It looks kind of dumpy.
Brown shag carpet on the wall, that's the kind of thing that you would do to your van.
It's a recording studio that closed last year, where Nirvana recorded 20 years ago. We did our album Nevermind there. And it was a very special place where musicians went to do something really specific. You went there to set up in the middle of the room and hit record and get the natural sound of your band and to get a performance, and that's where the magic happens, you know. So they closed last year, and I'd been friends with them for 20 years. And because I really consider that studio and their mixing console to be as important to my life and career as any band I've ever been in, I was kind of heartbroken that they were closing, and I said, well, if you ever want to sell that mixing desk, I mean, that's like reuniting with a family member, I'd love to have it. And they decided I should be the person to have it. And I thought I would pay tribute to the studio and the people and this mixing console by making a short film. And then it just snowballed and turned into something huge. It turned into a movie. I had never aspired to be a movie director, but it was fun. As with making albums or making music, you want to capture those moments. Like, that's what you're trying to do. You want to capture, you want to get the lightning in the bottle, you know, you want to capture a moment. And I guess I tried to do the same thing with the movie. All you have to do is see another human being making music and being a human being to make you want to do it too. And the next generation of musicians, you know, you don't want to confuse them or complicate anything by maybe leading them to believe that you have to go to school to study music, or you have to be a computer programmer to make music. You don't need to do that. You can go to a old guitar shop and buy the biggest piece of junk and write a beautiful song and be the biggest band in the world, you know. Those things can happen, and that was the intention of Sound City.
Other studios started to shift.
Everything's got to be digital.
Now you can record audio into the computer.
We decided to go on hiatus, which Pat Smear calls I hate us. So we're backing off a little bit and getting ready to write the next record. And it's funny, in the Sound City movie, the debate of analog versus digital and the conversation when it turns to technology. I think people think I'm Amish or something like that I would never use a computer. But my iPhone right now is filled with the next Foo Fighters record, because every time I come up with an idea, I hit record on this thing and just go bam. And there's 50 songs in my phone right now that I'm dying to record with the band. So our process is usually like, let's get in and get it ready, and once we feel like it's good, then we'll come out and let everyone hear it. And we have a really definite plan of what we want to do and when we want to do it.
Dude, how many music albums have been made there? We chose Sound City because Nevermind was recorded there.
To be honest, when Kurt died, I realized that every day that you have should be celebrated in some way, and we're so lucky to have what we have, no matter whether it's your worst day or the greatest day of your life, just to be alive and to experience something like this. So I really try to take advantage of it, you know. I mean, because I can email Tom Petty and say, hey, let's jam, or because I can tell everyone, hey, I'm not doing press today because I'm going to take my daughter inner tubing right over there. Like, why not?
Like many things, there's no bookstore, there's no music store, and there's no Sound City.